What is up, awesome people? Alrighty, so tonight I am bringing you a very special Wi-Fi battle. It is a single battle that took place on our live stream last night that happened over on Twitch TV. So it was our very first time streaming on Twitch TV, and it actually turned out really well. We had a great turnout. We actually wasn't expecting that many people to turn out. I think our max was 1,315 people, so definitely a great turnout for our first time on Twitch. And this was actually my first battle as well over on Twitch TV as well, and the reason why this is such a special battle is not because it took place on Twitch. It's actually because it's a sweep video which I didn't actually expect to get, and at the same time this is a sweep I've been trying to do since the 5th gen live streams we did in Black and White 2 or Black and White, and it was a Porygon2 sweep. Now for those who have been like veteran watchers for our live streams will know that I like using Porygon2 because of its massive bulk. So my Porygon2 set is max health with split defenses. Of course, item is Eviolite, and we all know with Eviolite and Porygon2, it's got like monstrous defenses. It's just unreal. Like we saw an instance in Black and White 2 where a +6 Arbok with used Gunshot on a Porygon2, it actually lived with about 2% health left, which was absolutely amazing. It was like monstrous attack versus this tank, and it still managed to live. I think in that instance a Porygon was like max health, max defense, hence why it lived it, but it just goes to show that this little duck can actually take quite a monstrous blow. So, having said that, having also said that it's taken me so long to get this sweep done, usually I go down to like crit or something just doesn't go my way and it just goes below out the window, but I finally got it, and unfortunately this poor person had to feel the blow. There was actually a few instances where this person could have stopped the sweep, but unfortunately due to low accuracy on certain moves, one particular move missed 3 or 4 times, which did end up causing the sweep to happen. But if hypothetically those moves did hit, I probably think the Porygon2 would have gone down a couple of times in that battle, but it was just had to be my good luck that it did miss, so the sweep eventually happened. But I will say it was a really tight battle, and as I said, if the move did land, it would have been a different story, and this battle outcome would have been completely different. So anyways, my opponent had Sylveon, Politoed, Diggersby, Haxorus, Haunchler, and Ampharos. And my team was Mothim, Pangoro, Vespiquen, Porygon2, Amaldo, and Clauncher. So this was my new team that I was trying out for the utter lols. I didn't expect anything to come out of this team, to be honest. Probably I was expecting a little bit of promise out of Porygon2 since I used it previously in Wi-Fi battles. Vespiquen, I'm thinking it's never actually worked before, so if I can get it to work, like usually it goes down same thing as Porygon2, goes down to a crit or something. Mothim usually just sticks around for one blow and then goes down as well. But yeah, I wasn't actually expecting too much out of this team, but to get what I got throughout the night was just unbelievable. But anyways, let's cut the chit chat and let's actually see what played out in the battle, and you'll see what I mean by this sweep may not have happened if a few things actually turned out a bit differently. So anyways, she's going to lead with an Ampharos, and I'm going to lead with my Mothim. Alrighty, so upon looking at the team, I did kind of predict this was going to be Mega Ampharos, and indeed it is. So it's going to Mega Evolve into Mega Ampharos, making it Dragon Electric, which doesn't spell quite a good thing for my Mothim, so it's got the Mold Breaker up. I go for the Quiver Dance because Mega Ampharos is on the slow side along with Ampharos just normally, so my special attack, special defense, and speed goes up. It goes for the Fault Switch, and of course it's going to bring me down to my Focus Sash, so that kicks in, and at the same time Mega Ampharos is going to switch out, and with that Diggersby is going to switch in. So I don't usually come across Diggersby all that often, so I wasn't actually expecting the quick attack, so that did kind of throw me off guard, mainly because I haven't versed one before, so I didn't actually know what to expect. So anyways, with that I'm going to send in my Clauncher, and she is going to withdraw Diggersby because there's probably nothing that it can do, and it's going to send in Sylveon, mainly because it's probably a special defense wall to take the special attack, so I go for the Water Pulse. There was a very little damage there to it, but it does get the Confusion Hacks there, so that was really good. So Confusion Hacks there, a little bit of leftover recovery there on Sylveon, and with that I switch out because I know I can't do bugger all to this thing. So I'm going to send out my Porygon2. So with the confusion still there, and with that it hits itself, so I get a free switch in, which is brilliant. Alright, so more leftover recovery there for Sylveon. Alright, so it's going to outspeed me because Porygon2 has no speed. Hits itself yet again, so my opponent is suffering quite a little bad luck there with confusion hacks, which I know that is very annoying. So anyways, I go for the charge beam there. It's raising my special attack at the same time, so that's great. Leftover recovery there on Sylveon again, and it still stays in, still confused, and it finally gets past the confusion, goes for the side shock to hit me defensively. But since I've got split defenses in defense and special defense, that's not going to do an awful lot. Plus, this Sylveon's probably packing more in its defenses than it is in its special attack. I went for the charge beam yet again, raising my special attack yet again. So if you kind of got the point here, I'm relying on charge beam just to raise my Porygon2 special attack, since nothing's been invested in special attack at all. So predicting the charge beam, she's going to switch out into Diggersby just to take that, so that's not going to affect it. It's going to go for a turn, and thanks to huge power, that's going to do an awful lot of damage there to my Porygon2. It's still going to take it quite well. I go for the tri-attack, and that is going to freeze hacks Diggersby. So I reckon by this stage my opponent may have been raging pretty hard. Confusion hacks and freeze hacks as well in one battle. That's kind of an overload already on hacks. So I go for recover there, just get some health back on my Porygon2. I go for recover yet again, just to bring my Porygon2 back to full health, so I feel a bit more comfortable just setting back up again and taking this thing out. Since I can't use charge beam, I'm going to go for a tri-attack yet again, just to take it out. And with that, Diggersby falls, so that's great, because this thing can pack a massive punch with huge power and return. So with that, she's going to send out her Mega Ampharos again, so Mold Breaker goes up again. I don't want to hit this thing with a charge beam, so I go straight for the tri-attack, so a +2 tri-attack is still going to hurt regardless. Does about half damage there. It goes for the Focus Blast, and unfortunately that does miss, so goddamn, more bad luck for my opponent. Focus Blast yet again, and oh my god, another miss! So, wow, I don't usually get that lucky and avoid it twice. So with that, she's going to send out her Politoed. I nearly called it Greninja because of its nickname. And it's got Drizzle, of course, so the rain goes up. I go for tri-attack, and that is going to deal a lot of damage there to Politoed. Focus Blast misses for the third time, so wow, really bad luck there on my opponent's side. Charge Beam is going to take out Politoed, another special attack boost there, bring it to +3 special attack, and Politoed does go down. Alrighty, so terrible luck there on my opponent's side. I'm actually starting to feel a bit sorry for my opponent. Hornchula comes in, goes for the high jump kick. That is going to deal over half damage there to Porygon2. I go for the charge beam, which I know is going to hurt Hornchula if it's a physical sweeper, which it is, and it's going to one-shot it. And another special attack boost there, bring it to +4 special attack. So with four stages there on special attack, not much is going to like a tri-attack from Porygon2. So out comes Haxorus with Mold Breaker again, goes for the Dragon Claw, and I'm thinking, oh my god, hopefully this can live, and it lives with 9 HP, so that was very close. So I probably, if that was min damage, that was very, very bad luck there. Otherwise, if that was the case, and if that was probably max damage, that probably would have taken out Porygon2. She goes for the D-Dance there, predicting the recover, which I did go for. So I'm just going to recover my health again. I could have gone for the tri-attack there and probably taken out Haxorus this turn with the risk of being outsped next turn. She goes for the Dragon Claw, so that's going to deal over half damage again. So Life Orb damage kicking in there for Haxorus. I go for the tri-attack, and this is going to hurt Haxorus, being a one-hit KO as well. So Porygon2 is just steamrolling through this team now, thanks to a few unlucky bits there from hacks, which, as I said, I do feel sorry for my opponent. Sylveon goes for the Moonblast there, deals a little bit of damage, since I'm probably thinking this Sylveon's packing more in defense than it does in special. And Sylveon does have a nice base special attack, but even then up against a Porygon2, it's not going to do very much. Alright, so goes another Moonblast there after I do the recover on Porygon2, desperately trying to get a crit or at least a special attack drop there on Porygon2. I go for recover yet again. Feeling quite safe, it's not going to deal too much damage to Porygon2, so I can safely get the recover up and get my health back to max. So the drizzle does end there, and the rain does end. Whoops. Sorry, where am I up to? Moonblast on Sylveon. So, still desperately trying to lower my special attack. I do miss on the charge beam, so there's a bit of bright light there for the opponent, hoping like maybe a break in the battle or something. Moonblast again, still trying to desperately take down this Porygon2. Charge beam does hit this turn, so this is going to deal quite a lot of damage, even though this thing is a special defense wall. Well, especially for charge beam, since charge beam does have a very low base stat. More leftover recovery there for Sylveon. I think I got special attack boost there from that last charge beam, wasn't paying attention. Moonblast yet again, bringing me down to half. I go for a cover, just trying to get my health back up to max, and just before I start taking down the rest of the team. So more leftover recovery there, bring its health back up a little bit, hoping it'll live the next attack from Porygon2. Another Moonblast again. So it deals a little bit of damage there to Porygon2. I go for the tri-attack, and this should deal some really nice damage to Sylveon. And with that, it goes down as well. And with that, she's down to a last Pokemon, which is Ampharos, or Mega Ampharos, which is down into the red. Mold Breaker does go up. And with that, there is a forfeit there, and GG. So, as I said, few instances there where unfortunately hacks kicked in and did prevent my opponent from taking out Porygon2. So, but yeah, I couldn't believe it. Like all the evasions and the bad luck on the hacks. Definitely the freeze hacks there on Diggsby. If that didn't happen, Diggsby would have taken out my Porygon2. So that was definitely a game changer there. But overall, that was probably the best example of how hacks can definitely turn the tide of the battle and make it that you could be in the stage of winning and suddenly a freeze hacks could pop up, or a burn hacks or something just from Flamethrower or Blizzard, and then turn you to the losing side. Usually, but yeah, that's usually the case with Pokemon. Not much you can do. Some battles do come down to luck base and all that. Charge Beam is only, I think, 50% chance of raising special attack. I've had instances before where I've done Charge Beam 3 turns in a row and no special attack boost at all. But yeah, GG overall in total. I'm so sorry I swept you. I didn't mean to do that, but hopefully we can have a rematch sometime and we'll play on a bit more even playing field, and I won't bring Porygon2, so we'll play like a decent battle, and yeah, we won't do a non-sweep battle. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that sweep. As I said, I've been trying to do this now since 5th gen, and it does make me feel good now that I've done it. So, yay! Having said that, that's it for this video. And until the next video, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!